it's Friday, it's midday. I'm here with Wanderers manager Marc White for our weekly catch-up. How you doing, Mark?
Yeah, all good.
Good stuff, good. Right, we've got a lot to cover. First of all, though, let's just rewind to last Saturday when we were last in action. We had Solihull Moors down at Meadowbank. I think it's fair to say it was a strong point at home. You know, nearly a week's passed. What's your thoughts on it?
Yeah, that seems like a long time ago.
It does, yeah.
Really good performance. Really good, strong performance. Unlucky not to win, I think. Definitely, I thought we deserved 3 points. Created an awful lot of good chances. Found a Solihull keeper in really good form. The post came between us, and a little bit of wayward finishing in the last sort of quarter of an hour. Really, another day of the week could have been a really good 3 points against a team that arrived in 4th place and really tough team. So I was pleased with the performance. We outworked them, wore them down a little bit. As a physical game, and it was a rare case of 2 points dropped and 1 gained, because in our position any level of points is good, and we're pleased with that. But equally, it could have easily been all 3. So box it off, move on to the next one.
Absolutely, and listen, I know we say it a lot, but I am going to mention it. I had the pleasure of joining the fans in the bank last Saturday.
Oh, it's brilliant, yeah.
And I've got to say, literally, for the whole 90 minutes, they didn't stop singing.
Yeah.
Unbelievable support.
Does make a massive difference. That is the definition of it, isn't it? Support. So, made a massive difference, and hopefully, I'm sure they'll all make every effort to get to these upcoming games. That's what we need. We need them all over the place at the moment with us.
Absolutely. Now, we didn't have a Tuesday night game this week, which I'm sure you didn't mind. So you've had two sessions with the lads. How's the squad looking? Any injury concerns going into tomorrow?
Yeah, Baz is going to be a doubt. Baz Fuller. I think Dan Pybus as well. He's going to miss tomorrow. He's got a niggle. Aside from that, obviously we know about the long-term ones, Briggs, McShane, etc. Aside from that, everybody else is available pretty much. So, that's where we are.
Good stuff, and we're back on the road tomorrow. Barnet away, 3:00 kick-off at the Hive.
Yes, so I should have added to the squad bit. I knew there's one. Dan Gallagher has got he's got a hernia basically, so we're not gonna see Dan again this season. So Dan's been instrumental really for us in the last 2 seasons. Dan's really gutted about that, and we are too. But wear and tear jobs really for me, hernias, and he's put a lot of effort in for the club, and he's at every single game. But he's a bit pissed off, so put your arm around him.
All the best, Dan.
Yeah,
we look forward to welcoming you back.
Yeah,
definitely.
The Hive tomorrow. Yeah. I mean, it's I think like Barnet are all about Dean Brennan really. To be quite frank, being honest about it. Before Dean got there, they'd got through a lot of managers. It'd almost become a bit of a poison chalice. You know what I mean? Like running Barnet, and we played him in the trophy when Tim Flowers was down there and whatnot. And Dean's just made him a brilliant National League outfit. They wouldn't be out of place in the league above. He's engineered it. There's a lot to learn from the type of players he's got in that team. He's engineered a great side. And they're second in this division, which is obviously uber competitive. And they deserve to be. And obviously we've had some good matchups with Dean, and I'm sure he'll feel the same. It's one of those fixtures where it just feels a little bit like league position goes out the window a bit. It's we've been playing them now for sort of 3 years, and against Dean maybe for 4. The teams know each other well, respect each other a lot. It's been we've picked up a fair share of results against them. Equally, Dean's picked up results against us. So, I think it's going to be a competitive game, but really just just a note really for like what Dean's done there. I think it's exceptional, and when you look at this division, it's really easy for the likes of him and Andy Woodman and managers. Andy, the Solihull manager, they've been in this top 5 or 6 all year in this competitive league, and I tell you what, that takes them doing. So, yeah, they'll be hard working, and it's going to be a great game. It's going to be a good game as always. We're going to go there. We're not going there to make the numbers up. We're going there to get 3 points. We believe we can beat anybody. We have beaten anybody, and yeah, we're going there to get 3 points. That's the bottom line.
Okay, and it's not too late to join us tomorrow. Anyone who's watching this who would like to join the fans on the road, on the supporters coach, you visit dwfc.co.uk, click on away travel, you can book your seat. There's a handful left, so get yourself on the coach and get up there, support the lads. Now, Mark, just while I've got you, I want to mention also that we are obviously back at home next Friday. It's a Good Friday fixture. Against Bromley, and the reason I mention it is because that match is also selling fast. It's going to be a big crowd down there.
Yeah,
Good Friday
brilliant,
crowd.
yeah.
So again, don't leave it to chance. Get your tickets via dwfc.co.uk. Click on tickets, get them today, and guarantee your spot at Meadowbank for next Friday's game. Now there's been a couple of bits of news this week that I just want to touch on outside of on the pitch stuff. First of all, we announced earlier in the week that we've partnered with Virginia Institute, Military Institute in the US, to provide pathways for our academy students to study and play in the US, and opportunities also for the VMI players to come over and train in the UK. Now, Nick Regan and his team are coming over next week for a tour.
Yeah, fantastic.
Yeah, they're going to be playing our B team down at Meadowbank on Thursday.
Thursday, isn't it? Yeah.
6:30 kick-off, so you can come down after work. Free entry for all. Be lovely to see as many fans down there as possible to welcome Nick and his squad for the start of what is going to be, I'm sure, a really positive partnership.
Yeah, first international partnership, which is brilliant. I'm really excited, and Nick operates, a brilliant outfit.
Absolutely, he really does. So we're looking forward to welcoming Nick and his team next week. Plus, yesterday the club announced that it had appointed its first ever CEO. Jonathan Bynes has joined the club. Obviously, be remiss of me not to get your thoughts on this one. It's a significant move for us.
Yeah, I mean, it's major news. Yeah, so obviously the club's had unprecedented success, and sometimes people liken it to Championship Manager. On Championship Manager, I don't play these games, but I'd assume it has a bottomless pit of money. I'm assuming that you press a few buttons, and as you go up the leagues, you've already got a stadium to play in. Your budget increases, all these things, and our on-field success has far outweighed the ability of any reasonable organisation to match behind the scenes what it can. We do not share our difficulties behind the scenes. We've had significant behind the scenes challenges with our stadium per se, with developing our stadium twice in the last 4 years, to the tune of £1.5 million, just to compete at the level we're at, to try to find a way to compete on the playing field, increased playing budgets, travel, all the associated costs of being promoted in the National League in particular. And myself, Chris, yourself, Jason in particular, Alan, Lisa, Jordan, there's a whole wealth of people at the club that work relentlessly, voluntarily, to try and enable the club to be in the position it's in. But in reality, we are chasing our tail always because of the heighty level that we're playing at. What the club's achieved on the field is unprecedented in the time it's got there. So, yeah, we've been looking around for a long time, and there was no point bringing in just anybody. There's loads of anybody's out there, but John Bynes is not anybody. He's a really, really, really successful Welshman. And we've been talking for a long, long time. It's not just happened. John is going to operate voluntarily. He has got the intellect, the football knowledge, the enthusiasm, and the eye of the tiger required at the club to continue to take the club forward. And that's where we're focused, really, is on the reality of the club. The reality of the club is purchasing the stadium, which has been signed off and approved. It's on becoming a professional football club, providing more F&B facilities, more monetisation, commercial infrastructure, leading us into additional partnerships, fine-tuning everything below the line we've got. And John's going to do all of that. And he'll do it calmly. It could take infinite amount of time to get this club where it wants to get to, but the club never sits still. And John is now going to be a massive part of our future permanently. And we're really excited. And you know, I'm sure everyone will make themselves known to John. He'll likewise make himself known to them. But we are punching above our weight. Bottom line. I criticise everybody in life if they cry about things, etc., etc. But we don't play the underdog card probably half as much as we could and should. And there's other clubs in our division as well, by the way, that also are very much an underdog with their infrastructure. But we drastically need to take the club forward off the field, and that's going to take a lot of work, intelligence, acumen, enthusiasm, and John's going to add all of that. So we're really excited. It's a major step. It'll be the biggest signing, I'm sure, when we look back. And all we ever asked for as a club, and I'm sure the fans are massively get behind John, I know they will. I get some great emails. I got one this morning from one of our fans. All we ever asked for is our fans to really get where we are and understand our success. And we won't stop moving forward. That's the firm commitment that the club's got. We'll have to be in a fucking box, you know, to stop the 8-hour days. That's my mindset, and that's the mindset of all those around the club. And John now is going to be part of that. So we're really excited, mate.
Good stuff. Yeah, welcome to the club, JB. He is a real people person, and like Mark said, if you you know,
Swansea fan.
Yeah, Swansea City fan, but you know, never mind. But we'll you know, when you see him at the ground, he's very approachable and he likes talking to people. So I would urge the fans to, you know, come get to know the guy, definitely.
Yes.
And yeah, we're looking forward to
and
working
give him
with
time because he's looking at he's coming in and he's looking at a multitude of different areas of the club, and everything has a priority, and everything's really important to us. Even if the bloody, you know, even if a step's loose on the bank, it's really important. But you know, John's gonna have to wade through where the sort of priorities lay in the club. So yeah, super exciting news.
Good stuff. Yeah, great stuff. Great week.
Yeah.
Right. So anyway, look, Mark, thanks for your time. Good luck at Barnet tomorrow.
Yes.
And we'll catch up again next week.
Cheers, mate.
Cheers.